Alright. People on Campus, Season 2, Episode 17. Fear and Loathing in Pleasantville. Now, this episode is interesting. Sorry. Stepped on my notebook, it's down there. Usually I have it there, but I had to move it because I'm doing a review. So, in this episode, we have a phobiast, which is a fear-sucking vampire. It's a vampire that lives on fear. There's that. And so we get to learn the phobias, the fears, greatest fears of our characters. Tommy says he doesn't have any fear, but when the phobias gets him, his fear is being alone. Because he has been dating his new girl named Tori. Do you see the problem here? Tori, Lori, hello. Also, he's a pony person. If you said that now, you'd be put in a special group. Be a brony. Isn't that what it is? A brony? Where you're a dude that likes ponies, you're a brony. Mertens he's afraid of Needlemouth, which is this universe's version of Freddy Krueger. It looks just like Freddy Krueger, striped sweater, but his teeth. He has needles for teeth. That's his thing. And Lori is afraid of heights, which is a very normal phobia because I am afraid of heights. Heights, fire, and death. But I think everyone's afraid of death. But heights and fire are the ones that are big for me. And Dean is, of course, afraid of not having a TV. Becky is afraid of drowning. Although, I understand why they put it in there. You know, with Dean being afraid of TV. How did the phobias get to him? How did the phobias know? He's in his apartment. He's in his house. He's in his house. Everyone else was out and about. He just happened to stop by Tommy's house in Phobia Dean. Doesn't make much sense. I know it's a gag to show he's afraid of no TV. But come on. I like the actor who plays the phobia. I'm not exactly sure who it is, but he has that dark look about him. They picked a good actor for it. This episode is a little lackluster, though, because of the way it comes about and how things are solved. It just happens, technically. And Merton's fear of Needlemouth is a little bit, like, specific. Like, heights. Anyone can be afraid of heights, drowning, being alone. They're specific. Yes, TV is specific too, but we only just found out about Needlemouth this episode when they went to see the movie. So, you know, you could have given something else, like not being smart, or being ignored by Tommy, or, you know, but giving him, they just weren't creative enough. They just say, okay, Needlemouth. But they could have been more creative. They could have actually thought about it and given him an actual fear. It's just a little meh. And like I said, how it comes about, all three of our heroes are locked in their fears. And you think, okay, how are they going to get out? Well, Tommy just remembers the words. You got to get over your fear. And he snaps out of it. Then the others snap out of it. And then all three of them team up to defeat this guy. Even Merton attacks him with a trash can lid. So Merton actually fights in this one instead of running away or hiding behind Lori. He actually helps fight. And, yeah. And the Tommy subplot with Tori, obviously it's not going to go anywhere. But I actually liked the character of Tori. I thought she was a nice girl. you know? But obviously she's only supposed to be there for a rebound. Doesn't go anywhere beyond this. She ends up breaking up with Tommy. He's like, oh, I'm using you for a rebound, and I think I want some time to myself. And he's like, okay. And then she's like, where's the pony pin? And he lost it in a fight, I think. I don't know. But no. She's also very carefree because Tommy leaves her a couple times in the episode, and she just lets it go. She's a very nice girl. But I don't know if TNT are in this episode. I don't think so. Struggling to think. Yeah, the idea, like the name Fear and Loathing, comes from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. The hell was that? Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, which is the Johnny Depp movie. But this, about Hunter S. Thompson. But this is just, I like the idea of a fear-sucking vampire. We've seen regular vampires before. Hell, we just had a vampire episode a few episodes ago. So, like, a fear-sucking one, it's different. I mean, we've seen in other shows, Are You Afraid of the Dark? It knows what scares you. You know, even Freddy Krueger. You know, the idea, they start off with Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger is one of those things where he takes your greatest fear, he puts it in your nightmares. That sort of thing. Although that does get skewed as they go along, but it is, you know, it's a decent idea. And this guy, like I said, the actor does a very good job with it. He turns into glass after they defeat him, and Merton's trying to make a little thing. I don't know what he's trying to do. I thought perhaps it'd be another thing where he kept the glass. I'm like, is that another one they could come back to later? I'm trying to think of everything that Merton is amalgamating in his lair. He's got the librarian book and the Sandman sand, and then he's got glass pieces from the Phobius. If they didn't assemble them for a team, they could be assembled against them by a greater villain, like a greatest hits villain of sorts. Who knows? But yeah, this episode is fine. There's nothing to write home about. It's fine. On to the next one.